Hey everybody, it's Craig back with another Mortgage Minute for you, and this is part 2 of a 4-part series we're doing related to divorce and how that affects your mortgage. So today we're going to talk about if you have gone through a divorce and let's say the divorce decree says that you are no longer liable for the mortgage. How does that work? I mean, are you really no longer liable for the mortgage? And essentially the way that works is until your name is taken off of the mortgage loan, you are technically still liable, okay? Now the divorce decree states that your ex-spouse now has all the liability for the loan, but that's the agreement between you and your ex-spouse, which means per that agreement, your ex-spouse is responsible for that mortgage. They're responsible to take care of it. But that's not an agreement between you and the mortgage company, because the agreement you had with the mortgage company came before the divorce. So they're not held to the same standards of the divorce decree. So what does that really mean? Well, as it relates to the mortgage company doesn't care that necessarily that the divorce decree says that you're no longer liable for it. Not that they're heartless, but I mean, basically, they're saying, hey, look, you're still liable for this loan. Now, between you and your ex-spouse, if the divorce decree says that they're liable for the mortgage, then that's the agreement between you and your ex-spouse. So here's the way it works. If your ex-spouse stops making the mortgage payments, that lender is still going to report the late payment on your credit report because you got an agreement with them. Now, you can go and sue your ex-spouse and say, wait a minute, you're not living up to the divorce decree arrangement, and you would be within your rights to sue your ex-spouse over that. But you have no recourse to go back to the mortgage lender and say, well, hey, look, the divorce decree says I'm not liable for this, so you should not report this on my credit report, because they're going to say, well, I hate to break it to you, but you've got a mortgage that you signed before the divorce happened, and so therefore that agreement supersedes the divorce. So it's kind of tricky, and I'm certainly not giving legal advice. I'm sure there's some extenuating circumstances to where that would not be true, but for the most part, you need to know that if you've gone through a divorce and your divorce decree says that your ex-spouse is liable for the mortgage, until you get your name taken off of that mortgage, you are still responsible, just as responsible for that mortgage with the mortgage lender. Hey, if you've got questions, give me a call, 615-498-LOAN. That's 615-498-5626, and thanks for watching.